Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, guys.
We are back. I feel like I should say we are back. You say, we're back. We are back. We're back.
No, we're not doing that.
We need some... we need some... info.
Everyone agreed that your thing
okay,
isn't
I let
working.
go where the dog's at, but
Okay.
something can...
Yeah, well, then we can come up with something. Not where we are back with a back. What's that?
Yeah, that even... You know that's...
No.
You know that sounds good.
Yeah, that reminds me of when we was in secondary school. Like, year 7, 8.
Hi, guys. Their Voice Their Story. We are back with another another podcast.
With another episode.
Okay, same thing. Another podcast episode. How have you guys been? How's your week been? How's your week been? How's my week been? How's your week been?
How's your week been?
Well, I've actually, my daughter had got a cold and she gave it to my other daughter, and then I was like, yeah, I firmed it, but now I feel like they've tried to give it to me.
Yeah, you definitely sound like you've got a cold.
So nose is running a little bit, and so my nose might look a bit red.
No, it looks very yellow.
And also, yeah, but I'm good other than that. Got the sniffles. It's my birthday next week.
Yeah. And as you can see, some of us are not so modest. Some people like to turn up. So that's what we'll be doing. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Listen,
there's going to be a whole vlog dedicated to Charlene's birthday because she deserves it.
Hey,
even though we don't know where we're going yet.
Yeah, we haven't got nothing, but it's next week, and it's on Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, guys. And I'm excited. But the week, yeah, I'm looking. It's gonna be there. I'm looking to go in. I done a little wash and go today, guys. So please don't judge me on the hair, but I didn't have time to blow dry it, so.
She's capping. She knows it looks fine. Don't mind.
No, it doesn't.
No, she's very aware that her hair looks fine. She's
fine.
very aware that she has hair that looks suitable to go out, wash and go.
No.
Trust me, guys. She's aware. Don't mind her. Let's continue.
How about before we go on set? Did I not ask you 100 times if my?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have come out of your house if you didn't think it was.
You know I would have. I didn't have a choice.
You did.
What choice do I have?
Your hair's fine. That's why you can afford to do that.
No.
Some people can't. They wouldn't even take the chance.
No, it actually looks a bit dry.
It doesn't. It looks fine.
Whatever. Anyway, so today, we thought we're gonna get straight into it. We've actually, I hope you guys have been enjoying so far. Obviously, you've really been part of our journey, haven't they? Mm-hmm. And we're hoping that their voice, their story.
But you guys are not giving us any suggestions. What do you want to hear about? What would you like us to talk about?
Yeah.
What are the things that you feel like would be good to explore? What are the questions that you have? That would also be good to hear, as well as, the topics and things that we're coming up with and that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So please feel free, put it in the comments, speak to us, interact with us, let us know what it is that you want to hear. But yeah.
Yes, please do. You're all right. Good one.
Gosh.
Oh, I'm saying good one.
It's been such a long day.
You've been at work?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
No, trust me, it's not. I definitely prefer to be in your position right now. Just don't finish it.
I'm going to finish it. Sorry, also, my nails, I thought I'm going to just ride it out till next week. So don't judge me.
No, that's not allowed. Mine are bad, but yours are...
No, my nails are bad, but I was going to get them done and I thought, what's the point? Anyway, I should really...
I actually need to take off and a new full set because these are looking hideous.
Anyway, so today's episode actually is one that is actually quite close to our hearts. It's quite... It's sensitive, kind of. It's personal, and we just thought, as part of their voice, their story, we thought we'll just come to you guys with some realities that we faced, and we was hoping that it will spark conversation. I feel these things aren't spoken about enough.
Yeah.
And even if they are, sometimes it's... oh, sorry. I feel a sneeze coming on.
Charlene, seriously, no, like, you can't be spreading it. You can't be.
Oh, my nose, sorry. My nose is just tickling.
You can just go over there and sneeze.
Don't you hate a tickly nose when you need to sneeze and you can't
Just
sneeze?
don't.
Ew.
No, we can't be doing this. Honestly.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway, compose. All right. So anyway, for those of you that don't know, obviously I'm a mother of 4.
Woo woo.
Un, deux, trois, quatre. Mother or cat daughters. Is that?
No, Charlene.
I say daughters in French. Then.
No, I don't know, but why are you doing it if you know that you don't know how to say it?
I do know.
No, you don't.
I think that's it. I think I just done it.
Because you put an accent on and said daughters. You're taking the mic.
Okay, well, sorry, bilingual. I'm mother of 4. I'll do English because people can't hack the fluent
French. Yeah, the fluent French vibes.
People can't hack the fluent French. You can't, interpret. So, and Shen is a mother of 3 boys, and
we told you I had kids.
Part me business. We actually were speaking the other day just about our experiences with like childbirth and stuff, and we was like, actually, this might be something that's quite interesting to bring to the podcast because I think there's not our experiences have been similar but very different.
Yeah.
But then I know that there'll be so many women that have gone through, different experiences. People very close to me that I know have had, some really bad, like really, really struggling labours and stuff. We just thought actually this is probably like a topic that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's start with you, Shen. Let's just start.
No, let's start with you,
No,
Shen.
let's start with you.
Let's start with you.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
You start because I feel like
start.
No, you don't actually.
You always say
you always ask a question.
She always says I talk too much.
You ask the questions, but you don't give a lot. Today I'm going to ask the questions, and you're going to give. Every day me explaining all these short clips is me talking my heart away. You too. So let's start with you, Shaz.
Okay, fire starter.
So you can pick any one of your labours.
Yeah.
What would you say was your hardest struggle in childbirth? And that can be from pregnancy till, when you actually gave birth by God's grace.
What my hardest struggle is?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah. For my first 3 daughters, I think by God's grace, I had to feel like I had blessed labours in terms of. I'm not talking postpartum, but in terms of like the actual pregnancy and the delivery, were all extremely quick, just gas and air. No complications by the grace of God. And then, so I feel like I couldn't complain. With my 4th daughter, the pregnancy was a lot more difficult. I feel that's just because of age. I feel that obviously because I've had her now and I'm 31, I feel like my body, also I'm not the most fit, I'm not in the gym. I'm not, I don't think I was in the best physical shape.
Okay.
So when I got pregnant, I feel like it took a toll on my body because I think it wasn't prepared.
For what was coming.
My muscles were aching. I think from month 4, I had everything was just hurting all the time. My feet swelled for the first time in all my pregnancies. I've never had swelling feet, so I couldn't wear trainers. If you know me, that's all I literally wear.
Yeah, even to the club, she's in trainers.
Yeah, because if I don't have to wear heels, I won't. I'm telling you, it's like I would try my best.
But you have so many heels.
Yeah, but it's just for show. In my heart, if I could. Do you remember we went out for your birthday? The guy said I might not have to get in because I was wearing the smallest heels
ever.
I just did not want to wear heels. But so I think my body just I can't lie. That pregnancy, my body, I couldn't sleep. My back was hurting. Everything you could imagine. There was no like issues in terms of by the doctor, but I feel like this pregnancy I was my most anxious. Oh my gosh.
Oop. I'm not bored by what you're saying, by the way.
Sorry, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, guys, this is what she does. This is what she does.
I didn't mean to.
She beats people up.
I didn't mean to actually.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Sorry, I need to actually get to what this is. I have to just cut. So sorry, yeah, I was saying that this pregnancy, I was my most anxious, and I think because basically last year, I had 2 bereavements, which obviously were really, really tough, and there were people that were very, very, very close to me, and I feel like when I got pregnant, I think I just thought the worst always happens. So I think my entire pregnancy, I literally just kept thinking like something bad was going to happen. I felt like I couldn't enjoy it because I don't know if you guys have watched my last episode, our last podcast, but I was talking about my faith being knocked a bit. And I just feel that like I was just really anticipating the worst all the time. So literally I went to that day assessment unit so many times, more times than I've ever been in all pregnancies put together. I felt one day she wasn't moving. I went because like things that are very normal in pregnancy that most people just like, it's normal. Yeah. I feel like in my mind I kept thinking, well, God keeps making the worst things happen to me, so do you know what
why couldn't this happen, or why couldn't that happen?
Yeah, I literally so I think I was so anxious, and it was really hard because words are life, words are powerful, and I've always known that. I'm normally such a positive person, and I think when I was going through last year, what was it actually the year before now, right? Yeah. It's actually 2021. Yeah, because it's I feel like when I was going through that, I thought I was so positive. So both passings come at a major shock to me because up until the very minute I was very, very positive, and I had no. It's not even like I was trying to be positive. I just really believed in my heart that nothing was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I think when I was pregnant, I just kept thinking, it's so possible. It's so possible. I did not. If I'm God's, I did not know if I was going to get. Like, do you know what I mean? And then even when I was giving birth, I thought, right, what if it's a still labour? I was just preparing myself for the worst because I was in touch. So I feel like that on top of I think it's made the whole pregnancy really difficult, and I was really anxious. So I don't say my last daughter was the hardest pregnancy, but when it comes to labour, once again, it was really quick. It was like maybe like 2 hours.
Oh
max.
wow, yeah.
So in terms of like the actual labour, it was really quick, but the pregnancy, I would say my last one was the hardest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you? Mother of 3.
Yes, only 3, and stopping there.
Whatever.
No,
Whatever.
Definitely stopping there. I would say my hardest labour, again, quite similarly to you, Shaz, would be my last.
Yeah.
That was, and even that, like, to be fair, the pregnancy itself wasn't the hardest. I feel like my hardest was probably my second, and that was just because of circumstances and everything else that I was doing at the time.
Yeah.
Probably made that pregnancy a bit more difficult. So my last pregnancy wasn't difficult, but the pain in my last labour, no. Honestly, guys, there's no exaggeration. Like, I think in that labour, I was so close to death.
No way.
And I don't know, like, not medically, because they all thought I was fine. But I'm telling you, like, yeah, so as I was saying, like, the pain was intense. Like, honestly, I felt like I saw death in that moment.
No way.
As well as, like I felt like there was a thin line. I could feel death. I swear, like, that was the most excruciating pain I have ever felt. And I remember feeling so scared because the level of pain...
Who was with you at that labour?
Yeah. So the level of pain was so intense that it was just like, it was just like, like, no, I really thought that I could potentially die right now. That's how painful it was. Wow. I've never experienced pain that takes you out of this world. Like, I felt like I was no longer present. Yeah. And I didn't take anything. There was it was gas and air. Yeah. But it was still like, nah, that's the most painful labour.
So do you feel like when you think about, when you look at your 4 pregnancies and you think about Sorry, you're free. I'm confused with
I know.
me. Do you think that there was enough support? Did you feel you got enough support, whether it be with family, friends, like any way, by anybody? Do you feel there was sufficient support either offered to you or available to you when you were pregnant?
When I was pregnant, I would say yes. So, like, I would say if anything, it would probably be me not accessing it. So friends and family were always available, like they were always there. But me being me, you know, I'm always okay, or, you know, kind of keep yourself to yourself type of. So I never felt like I needed support and I didn't get it. Okay, good. What about you?
Yes, similarly. I feel like the support was there, but do you know what? I think it's a hard one because sometimes it's like what support looks like and how the type of support you need may not necessarily be the support that's offered. So, for example, I knew I had family and friends there, but I feel that there was things I feel like I definitely, with my third daughter, so the third youngest, right?
Yeah.
Third youngest? No, second youngest.
Oh, that's the third youngest. It depends who you're talking about.
Around?
Yeah, that's your third youngest.
But then there's a fourth youngest. That's just
youngest. That's just the youngest.
Okay. So I feel like with my third, I feel like that was a really trying time for me because I thought I had her when I found out I was pregnant with her, I found out quite late, right? So I found out when I was maybe 5 months and I already had my second daughter. So they were a year apart. It wasn't planned, obviously. And I feel like when I got pregnant with her, my marriage was already on, like, it was clear that, okay, we're really struggling. So I feel it was really, I think the pregnancy was harder because even though I looked like a married couple, I was anticipating that I'm going to at some point be doing this by myself. And I think even just with a man working and having 2 children that are really young, well, I had 3, but obviously Ty's older. Yeah. I think it was just really hard. So I think although I knew my family were there, my parents had the girls so much, and you know, every church camp I was at and everything I'd done, you know, and I even done holidays. I'm not, I mean, there was things I'd done which I got the support, but I just think when I look back, that was a really trying time. I don't know. I don't think I knew what type of support I needed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, do you think that the support wasn't readily available, or that you didn't know how to ask for a specific type of support? Because sometimes I feel like that's where we get confused. We feel like we don't have support, but actually we don't know how to access that support. We don't know how to ask for it, or we don't know what to ask for.
We don't even know what type of support you need sometimes. It's just like, you could just be feeling, I feel like that during that time, I thought I was very prayerful. I remember I was praying fasting quite a lot because I was, you know, like my family life just wasn't, you know, what I wanted it to be. I remember just feeling like a lot of times I was crying out to God, just be like, you know, but I feel in hindsight, I look back, God really answered my prayers because the strength was there. Yeah. I was able to do it all. But I know it wasn't off my own strength. I know it wasn't off my own mind. Like, I know I was not like everything I was doing for that season was God, because I know that if you leave it to me right now, it wouldn't have been possible. So I know that God was, you know, giving me that, waking me up. And because when I look back on my snaps, memories of the girls when they were younger, I'm just thinking, I don't remember a lot of this. I feel like I was on autopilot. Like, I don't actually remember a lot of this, because I feel like I was just, there was so much pain. Sorry guys, this is probably looks so unattractive, but my nose is really running. It's
life, it's happened. I'll let you off for today. No, you're all right. We got you.
Yeah, so I definitely think that probably would have, I don't think I knew what type of support I needed. But I don't know. So when so obviously your pregnancy, you said the labour with your last was, you know, the most difficult. But in terms of post labour now, would you say, like, how have you managed? Obviously, having 3 boys, young boys, is difficult. And the age gap between the younger 2 is what, 2-3 years?
No, it's like 5 years.
Between the younger two?
Wait. 4 years.
Really? Isn't he 6?
Okay, he's gonna be. Yes. Okay, like 3 and a bit years, yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, so post-labor, like, how did you cope? How did you manage that? Did you manage with any of them? Like, was there any labour that...
To be honest, the easiest was my first.
Which is weird because you were
and I was so young, but I feel like
17, weren't you? Teenage pregnancy and all of that.
I feel like the level of, I feel like number one, you don't really know what it takes. Like, you're not that mentally aware, okay, at 17. As much as you're growing, okay, you're not a baby, you're not a child. Well, you are, but, you still don't actually understand the gratitude of what is going on. I remember when my waters broke and I first started getting contractions when I was 17, I was laughing. That's how immature I was at that time, right? Yeah. Because it's like, you're a child, you don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh, what's happening to my body? I've never felt this before.
Yeah.
So I think then I didn't understand I didn't really understand the gratitude of what was happening at 17. So it was easy for me. I had a house. I decided I'm staying with my mum for a year. Wasn't forced to move out. I had an older sister that was cooking for me every minute, calling me to come home. She's cooked dinner. Like, I was very okay. I was very comfortable. I didn't have bills to worry about. I'd say first was the easiest. Mm-hmm. Second became more challenging because I was now studying. I was at uni. I don't know who told me that was going to be a good idea, but I was at uni and that was hard because I was doing long hours, like it was crazy. And then the third post was the most emotionally challenging. I think with my second, I went into autopilot because when I'm under pressure, I think I deliver the best. Yeah. Like, that's when I perform at my maximum. Like, when I'm under pressure, I can definitely deliver. Yeah. My third was my most emotional. Mm-hmm. I think I cried the most after he was born. Okay. Yeah. I spent a lot of time like, I don't even know whether I was depressed or not, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I know that I was exceptionally emotional, like more than normal with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you how did you snap out? Like, when did it become normal?
I think it became easier because he was the one, because I was quite active, right? So I was studying with the first two. They were in nursery quite early, quite young. Do you get it? But with my last one, I stayed at home with him the longest. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think when things kind of simmered down, there was a lot of pressure because at that time, I was told that he wasn't breastfeeding properly. Mm-hmm. And, and I was confused because I'm thinking, hold on, I've done it twice before. I know how to breastfeed. Why is he not getting enough? Yeah. My breasts are full. It's the same. What's the problem? And I think I started internalizing that and thinking there's something wrong with me. Yeah. And obviously, in thinking that there's something wrong with me, you start to feel bad because you start to feel like because of what's wrong with you, your child isn't getting that. And then, they started telling me I had to supplement with powder milk, and I didn't want to do that. I'd already planned that for a minimum of 6 months I'm going to breastfeed. Yeah. So that was challenging because now I'm being forced to do something that I don't want to do. Yeah. They even kept me on for slightly longer than they were meant to because they felt like, he wasn't getting enough milk. Mm-hmm. So I think during that time, like, it was just very stressful. At that time, there were pressures from, like, family pressures of things that I was being asked to do with him, like traditional things that I didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. Like, why? It's my child. I don't have to, But, there was just a lot. I feel like at that time there was a lot going on. Emotionally, I was really struggling. Yeah. I was, so...
How obviously when you, would you say that you kind of like, you become easier?
Easier. I would say probably when I got comfortable enough and he went into nursery. And I think he went into nursery at like... How old was he when he went to nursery? I think he actually went into school nursery. So I was at home with him for a minute. In comparison to the rest of them, he actually went into school nursery. So he didn't do private nursery. He went straight into, how old are they? 3?
Yeah.
Around 3.
So do you think it lasted that?
I don't think it lasted entirely. I think maybe by, I can't remember what I done for his first birthday. Eli's first birthday.
Oh.
I can't remember. I think it went on for a couple of months after. Like maybe about 7, 8 months.
Yeah. We're being
I know. 7, 8 months, I would say. After then, I think, yeah, we were pretty cool. But before then, and again, like I think like you touched on, like at that time, marriage was challenging already. It had already, you know, the trials had already started by then. So I think that was having an impact on everything else that was going on. You know, your mind's all over the place. You're distracted. You're trying to take care of your child. You've got other kids that you need. You're trying to stay focused, but there's a lot going on in the background. So I think that definitely played a big part. Yeah.
So how did you... Do you think, was it one day you kind of stepped out of it? Like, what did you do to kind of...
I think over time, like, it just got easier, right? I think it was always within me. Okay. I would always consider myself to be, like, a strong person. Mm-hmm. I've never really been one to dwell on, oh, I'm so sad, oh, I'm suffering. You know, that's never really been me. So I think over time, I got used to it. And I think another difficult part was usually... I feel like I'm quite good at controlling my emotions. Yeah. I can tell myself, Shaneka, why are you crying? Stop crying. There's no need to cry. Do you understand? Like, I can, but I think at that time, I was out of control.
Okay, pause, random question. When was the last time you cried?
Last time I cried? Oh, that's actually an interesting one. Wait, I need to think. What was it? Why was I crying?
When was it?
A few months ago.
Months?
Yeah.
You haven't cried in months.
I'm not as tough as you are.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. What? That I haven't cried in months? What are you trying to say? I cry all the time. No, I think it was actually, where are we now? April. Yeah, maybe about a month or 2 ago.
Okay.
What about you? Yesterday?
Excuse me.
You're one that will cry and then be on the phone like, right, girl, how's it going? Acting very normal, but you've just finished crying.
Actually, I'm quite. You know what? I had a random cry.
But wait, before you say that, I'm actually really proud of you.
Why?
Because you did something the other day that I actually thought, oh my gosh.
What did I do?
So I actually messaged you. I don't know. I can't remember if you actually put something on your status or you said something. I don't know. Maybe it was in conversation. You said something. And I asked you, like, are you okay? Oh. And you was like, no, actually, I'm not. I thought, oh my God, I need to get out of the office. Let me out. I need to call her. Because that is literally like one of the first times
I know
that I messaged you, I've asked you, are you good? Are you okay? And you've actually been like, no. Usually Shine's like, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, a bit annoyed. Yeah, pissed off. Oh, no, but I'm all right.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's always, like, I'm okay. When she said no, I was like, right, I've got to go.
She was like, right. No,
my office must have been thinking, about 2 hours. My colleagues started calling me, Shaneka, are you in the building? I'm like, yeah.
No, to be fair, no, I'm trying, guys. See, I'm
so
trying.
That is well done. That is growth. Well done.
I am actually, no, that was patronising.
No, I'm being serious.
No, it's off. I've actually tried. I'm trying, and I feel like it helped. Did it not? I got everything off my chest. You spoke to me, and I felt a lot better.
I told you off.
Calm down. Calm down.
I told you off.
I feel like, but it helped.
Yeah,
I feel like it was
you
needed.
can rationalise.
Yeah, and I feel like because if you're in your own head too much, it's not good. And I feel like for too long I've been trying to solve my own problems all the time. And I feel like you've got people in your life that love you for a reason. Yeah. And they're willing and they don't mind. So I thought, you know what, actually, it's better to lean on these people.
And when you have people around you that you know, number one, have your best interests at heart. Yeah. Number two, because there's certain girls, don't tell them your business.
Oh,
There's certain friends.
Let's not.
Yeah. Don't tell them your business.
Well, I wouldn't even call them friends. They're not.
They're not. Yeah, but you know, number one, they have your best interests at heart. Number two, you know that they would also come to you for advice, because sometimes it's difficult sharing your issues with someone that don't share their issues with you, because you're just like, sorry, where's yours?
Yeah, everyone has.
What are you going through? You don't want to say. So
yeah. No, but
and we're quite good at asking for each other's advice.
I know.
I'm always like, Charlene, what do you think? Sometimes I think you're thinking Shaneka should shut up, because this isn't enough something to talk about. Like,
no, but I feel like we also do take the advice though. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I feel like we're quite good with being like, okay, fine. Because when you're in the situation, especially if you're a bit emotional about it, you need someone else that has the same passion of love, but can rationalise
in a different way. And not only just about relationships, like even with the kids.
Yeah.
Because it's tough having a boy teenager.
Listen, right, she got teenage boy, I've got teenage girl, and they're trying us. Yes,
thoroughly.
I hope you're watching.
Yes,
yeah.
Because you know he told me that he watched it the other day when he went to his friend's house.
No way.
He was like, what did he say? Oh, I didn't know I pooed in your stomach. I was like, excuse you, why are you watching my podcast? Get off the YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I love that though. But yeah, we digressed. What was we saying? Yeah. Back to
So, what do you think was your hardest
postpartum?
Yeah, postpartum.
So actually, it's probably my last. And I think that's just heavily linked to, like I keep telling you guys, the bereavement I went through. I feel like the grief that I'm still going through, I just feel like it really, it makes it hard. Like, I just remember the first 2 months of having her was I was the happiest, but I was the saddest.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking the people I love the most are never going to meet you. Yeah. So it was just really, it was hard. Like, I remember we'd be up, me and her, and then like, us be crying. Aww. Just like holding her crying, or like, I would like, you know, like be breastfeeding her and then just be sad. It's like, it's like, I'm loving the attachment and the, you know, everything that comes at that bonding time, but I was just sad. So I feel like that I really struggled. And I think it was only the other day I was looking at some post that was talking about signs of depression, and I like, you know, people that go back and watch shows they watched when they were younger, because the feeling you felt, like, do you know what I mean, like the joy, and you want to feel that again. I realised that during that first few months of maternity, I kept going back and watching series I've watched before from season 1. No way. I watched Waterloo Road.
Oh my gosh, do you remember Waterloo Road? Season 1. Wait, but do you remember the Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, of course.
What else?
One Tree Hill.
What? Yo!
Yeah, I watched One Tree Hill.
That was lit.
And Waterloo Road, and I thought, you're doing this because now I can look back and see, because those times I was really happy. And I feel like you don't know it, but you think it's going to bring back the same. And I used to just literally, people like, I'll post, like I'll go out maybe like, you know, to get adult company, and I'll post it and everyone will be like, oh, you're doing so great, I want to be like you. Like, just lovely, like motivational comments, but I'm thinking, I just stopped crying. Yeah. I'm like, no, this is hard, because I was just struggling. I was missing, do you know what I mean? And it's just like the emotions of having a baby. And then sometimes it's like people think, oh, because it's your fault, like, you know what you're people don't need checking as much. People don't know people that. People think, oh, you know what you're doing.
You're fine, you're getting on with it. That's what I was about to say. Like, every child, every labour, every pregnancy is different.
So different. I'm experiencing things now with my 4th child that I've never experienced before. And people think, oh, because it's your 4th, you must be an expert. It's like, okay, I know the basics of being a mother and stuff, and then they also forget that there's also an age gap. Sorry, it makes a difference. You have to reskill yourself if you've not been doing something for X amount of years. But also you're in a different, everything's you're in a different space. Unless you have them at the same time. Even if you have them a year apart, everything's different. And I think there's just not enough. Like, you know what I would have liked at that time? I feel like you got the health visitor and the midwives, and, you know, God bless you, they do an amazing job. You know, they're stretched. But if they ask you how you're doing, you say you're fine, it ends there. It would be good if there was something more practical, especially for the black community, because I think we're not naturally people that just start sharing our emotions because you don't want people in your business. Social services.
But the truth is, I feel like even if there was something for the black community, we still wouldn't. Certain people still would not. It wouldn't make much of a difference. But I feel like it's true in healthcare, unless you start to show, I think more now they're starting to ask certain questions as a standard.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like more questions should be asked. Like, okay, you know, are you feeling suicidal? When was the last time you self-harmed? I know for some people it doesn't apply and it's alarming, but you'll be so surprised the amount of people that actually express that. No, actually, I am quite suicidal.
That's the time I feel like people, you know, when that, it's mad because even with your partner, you can have the most loving, caring partner, husband, boyfriend, whatever it is, yeah. But they would just never, because they're men, because it's just how God's made it. They're never going to understand what you've gone through. The changes in your body.
Oh my god.
Getting your confidence back.
It's crazy.
You know, feeling like you again. Like, there's so much that goes into
Would you say you're at that point now? Do you feel like you? Do you feel like you're back?
No, I'm not back. Ugh.
You're joking.
I'm not back. Are you? Well, yours been ages. You're back. I'm not back. I'm not back.
Really?
No. What is back?
So when do you feel like you'd be back? How long? Because I feel like with our first, in a week I was back.
Yeah, because with our first, we were very young. My body bounced back
straight away. And I remember at a point buying jeans from Primark with my first child that was size 16. That's how much weight I gained with Makai. Yeah, but I think it was more so hips, not really waist, because I still had to wear a belt. But I gained a lot of weight. Yeah, I think Ezekiel was my worst in weight gain. You never really gained weight, man. You're a fraud.
No, do you know, during pregnant, but I'm you know, quite matey person anyway. So during pregnancy, I don't gain massive weight. Admittedly, my tummy just gets big, but I still gain weight. So it's like when the baby goes, the weight is still there. So I think and then obviously, if you haven't noticed, I'm quite a foodie. So I do find it quite hard to shift the weight.
Because you like to eat.
Because I like to eat.
Yeah.
But then I think that it can mess with your confidence, because I feel like, I'm a confident person. I do love who I am. But me loving who I am is not based on how I look, though. So I can still look at me and be like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like, my mum tum is still tummying. You know, everything is not maybe exact. But I'm confident just in myself. And that's more to do with myself, value myself. Like what I feel like... I've accomplished, what I've gone through, because I've come out the other end of, I feel like that's what's giving me
I feel like value. I have two sides of the coin. So even though on the contrary, I'll be like, you're lit, either way, you're fat, but it's fine right now. Don't worry, you're still a ting. You know, mentally, like, you psych yourself into that zone. Yeah. But inside, I also know that, oh, come on, you got to work on that, your belly. But I mean,
really that does not... I feel like my weight. This is probably why I'm not like a gym enthusiast. This is why I can complain about it, and not do nothing about it. Because whilst I know I need to work on it, and by God's grace, I will one day take it seriously. I also feel
like the walking app that I told you to download.
Yeah, it's by force, guys.
Walk? Why can't you walk?
Where should I walk to?
You can walk down Verdant and back up.
Though?
For exercise, keeping fit. You're at an age now where fitness is key.
All right, sorry. PT guru. To be honest, but see these things, I think I don't know, I'm so in my mind, like I did try, I got a personal trainer at the end of last year to try and motivate me, but as soon as my session's finished, I stopped going.
You haven't been back to the gym? Oh Lord.
I know.
Go back.
But in fact, remember I said to you I was going to go starting Monday, but the car broke down.
But you could walk because it's walking distance.
It's not walking distance.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good walk.
Charlene used to do that walk every day to school.
No, it's different. It's all the way back at the garage.
Yeah. So if the only difference is you're not walking in a straight line.
Anyway, the walk is a long walk, guys. It's okay. It's about a good 25 minutes.
That's your cardio done. So when you get to the gym, you don't need to do cardio. That's your cardio.
Yeah, but
sorted.
then I can only go in the evenings. I don't walk in late at night. What if someone kidnaps
Stop
me?
lying, you rugged girl from Lewisham.
What if someone kidnaps me, guys?
Rugged girl, acting shook. Who shook them?
I don't want to walk late at night. Bad things
I don't want
happening.
to walk late at night. Bad things are happening. Liar.
So not all of us even can.
Meanwhile,
So because she lives in places, yeah, that no one wears bally, no one is robbing people, she's okay to walk the streets at midnight.
Meanwhile,
when I went to
meanwhile, you're amping your daughter, eh?
No one would you stupid girl. Let me tell you something here. When I went to this girl's house and I was going home one evening,
exaggerate.
No. God only knows. I nearly cried going home. I told you. I nearly cried.
You're lying.
Because I was driving home and it was giving me get out vibes. It was making me feel like, yeah, if my car breaks down, what's going to happen to me? Because there's no reception. There's bushes on each side. It's motorway. It just felt very much just like, you know, when you see those Instagrams where people put something out to make a tyre pop, to pop your tyre.
This is what happens
and then when you
to
go out
people.
checking someone, yeah, because it was giving.
Watches too much TV. Stop watching these films. This is what starts putting these things in your head.
In real life.
No, it doesn't. So what? They put the travel out for your tyres to do what?
Pop.
To do what? To come and drag you out the car?
Yeah.
And do what? Kill you?
Yeah.
Because you're who?
Oh, sorry. You have to be somebody. No, people. Listen, anyway. She used to be from ends. As soon as she moved out, she's changed. And I can't relate anymore. All I know is that, you know,
You're
guys,
so
you can't just be
ridiculous.
doing walks at any time of hour in where I'm from. So, but no, you're
But
right.
it's getting lighter later now.
Yeah. To be honest, fitness is key. I'm going to get back on it. To be honest, I wanted to try and get
I want to turn into a fitness guru. Like, not a fitness guru, but I want to actually be so into fitness. Okay. Like, I want it to be a part of my lifestyle. Wait me.
Go, girl. As for me, to be honest, I did want to do it for my birthday. I was like, yeah, I'm going to like try and get in shape, but then my car's actually...
What's your car got to do with your fitness, please? This is excuses. Sharon, you can walk.
We've just spoke about the lateness.
You can walk there and then Rox loves to pick you.
How?
Oh, you mean without the car? But it's such a coincidence that the day you decide that you want to start is the day that is...
maybe God doesn't want it for me.
No, maybe.
Because it's true. The day, I swear to you, I actually went out in some car.
So wait, was your plan to prepare 3 days before your birthday?
It's actually a week before.
A week in the gym before your birthday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Results can happen in a week, guys. Listen, don't listen to haters. Anything's possible if you declare it.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't work out.
Fix the car in Jesus' name.
Hey, you're funny! Nonsense, girl. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. So, oh, man.
She's excited.
Need to wear these again.
No. You're doing...
Oh, man. I'm not joking either. Who washes their trousers twice? Who washes their trousers after one wear? Don't lie. They're getting worn. They're getting folded.
Trousers.
These are trousers.
Leggings I might just wash after one wear, you know, but
why?
jeans I probably wouldn't, but leggings I would.
Why?
They're thin.
So what does that mean?
I mean, your crotchy nights. Your crotchy.
Not everything is tight. These are baggy.
Let me see. This ain't baggy.
These are not.
This is even giving you camel toe. This is giving you camel toe.
Guys, because Shaneka wears jeans 2 sizes too small and they rub on her. This is why she must wash her mine. You know, these are very loose.
When's the last time you even wore jeans? You're talking about my jeans.
Oh, okay. So you want to be digging me because you know my jeans don't fit me. So now you want to be drawing me out to see what's happening. So you know, in confidence, I've spoken to you. Wait, no. In confidence, I've spoken to you. No, in confidence, I've said to you my jeans don't fit. And now you want to bring it on your TV and tell people that my jeans don't fit me.
I didn't say that. I'm saying, yeah, but you're saying that, my jeans are 2 sizes too small. I'm saying, yeah, when was the last time you've not worn jeans?
Because of none of my jeans fit me.
Yeah, okay, so when you put on your jeans, is your crotch not rubbing in it?
Not normally, no.
Yes, it is, Charlene. Sure.
Are you alright?
Have you seen those little tiny short... Guys, go on her Instagram. Check out her tiny little batty rider shorts and tell me her crotch ain't rubbing in it.
Listen, guys. Oh, Shaneka's finished her drink before me. Yeah, party starter.
She done that on purpose.
Party starter.
You done that on purpose.
How?
But you know I always rush my drinks. You consume more, but I rush when I actually drink.
Well, we're about to go to a bottomless brunch next week.
Yep, let me find it.
So I don't know how we got into fitness and jeans fitting. It was all about body confidence after pregnancy.
Guys, sorry. If you know any bottomless brunches on the 29th of April, please drop it in the comments section. One that you can actually recommend, not just one that you've seen, like actually recommend. Please do let us know.
But I feel like by Sunday we should have booked something. What type of late notice is that?
Doesn't matter. Who you giving notice to? Who your mates? It's either they're your mates or you're not. They're not going to turn up. Whether it's late notice.
They've got to get like childcare and stuff.
They should have childcare because they know that we're going out on that weekend.
No, I haven't told them.
Well, send a save the date. And even if you tell your friend the day before, they should be there. Don't get me started.
This one will be late and arrive when the bottomless is finished. You tell them, like, your friend should be there. You, yeah?
No, I wouldn't.
We'll see. In fact, guys, I'm going to come and tell you that. I'm going to come and tell you.
For that, I'm staying at your house the night before.
Next week, yeah, we're going to see if I promise you. We'll see.
No.
What do you mean, no? We'll see.
No. It's not
I know, guys, body confidence. So how confident do you feel about your body after that?
To be honest, I would say I've never really had to think about it.
Oh,
when I was 17, no. Let me tell you. When I was 17, I was too young. When I had my second, I feel like I didn't care enough then. It was just like I just don't think that was a stressor at that time. It weren't like a main thing. Like, oh my gosh, my body. It went back anyway. Third. I think my third went back after some time. I think breastfeeding really helps, even though that breastfeeding for me was a bit shaky. But you have lost a lot.
I haven't.
This is baggy, bro.
This has always been baggy.
Before it was tight.
No, you stupid.
You was busting out of this.
You're actually very dumb.
No, I'm joking.
This is.
I'm only playing with you, darling. I'm playing. Don't worry, babe. No, I've never really had to. I think only now, in more recent times, like age, I've become more conscious of my weight. And I think that's because, number one, the job that I'm doing now, activity is less. So before, my normal lifestyle would burn calories. Like, I was okay. But I've noticed that, no, you're not actually as active as you would before. So you're not actually burning as quickly as you was before.
And
so
also,
now you need to be slow down. Yeah. So now I'm actually trying to be more intentional.
Yeah,
but it's still early days.
I want to get to that place.
I do.
I don't want
Listen, let me tell you guys, in my area.
Oh my gosh, guys, my nose is running and this is embarrassing.
In my area.
Is that my tissue?
It's my little tissue. Have you got yours? And I just was wiping my nose. Charlene, I swear down, if I get sick, I'm not joking.
Sorry, guys. Come on.
Because you'll be at your birthday on your own. And you won't have your party starter.
This girl, she'll sleep after 2 drinks.
No! That was ages ago. I would never do that again.
Your birthday, okay. Let's leave it there.
It was not 2, so don't lie. And you're just your tolerance to alcohol is just very high. Let me put it politically correct.
No, it's not.
It is, Charlene. You've been drinking since early doors.
We've been drinking. So guys, I know we've just actually there was a time where Bishika threw a New Year's party when we were 18 now.
Stop it. Don't do this.
And these are the days we used to drink alcohol pops. I don't know if anyone knows like Smirnoff Ice, Bacardi. This is the nonsense that was getting us wasted. What?
How?
We drank like maybe 1.5 bottles.
No, you're lying. It wasn't 1.5.
Before the countdown.
It was Disaronno, wasn't it?
No, it was alcohol pops. You don't remember the picture? And I've got the straw in it. Let me tell you guys, before midnight, I was vomiting. Shaneka was passed out somewhere. We had to send everyone home before the countdown at a New Year's party.
I don't remember that party. When was that?
Where was it? It was just here on this road here.
No, you're lying.
You don't remember?
We had to send everyone home.
Don't you remember? Well, the people did. Our mates at the time.
No way.
You don't remember?
Vaguely.
Yeah, we've lived a life, guys. We've got lots to tell these. We've got lots to tell you. You know, when I found out I was pregnant, I think we've told you guys in the previous podcast, when I was 17, like you was crying her eyes out. She was crying more than me. Do you remember?
I was scared for you, bro, because your mum was not easy.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know what you was. I think my crying was. And anyway, I don't like to see people cry. Like, even if I'm watching a film and someone starts crying, I can easily get emotional.
I wasn't crying.
Yeah, I was crying for you. I knew what was to come. But luckily, that pregnancy, you carried small for the beginning and then you shot out. So you was able to, but even you hiding it, like, you're brave. I remember when I found, everyone knew. How did they find out?
They probably expected it.
No.
She normally copies me.
No, idiot. It was, I think I told my mum. Her mouth is big. She went to go and tell Natalie. Yeah, Natalie probably told Marriott. Then it was just like...
your mum was, like, relaxed enough for you to be able to tell her.
Yeah, my mum was pretty cool. My brother told me some evil things at the time, which were quite concerning. I can't even repeat them. They'll take my kids away. My brother was very evil. That's how I can describe him at that time. It was evil, because you can't tell someone that. And my sister was supportive. And my little sister didn't care much. Until they came, then she was really good. They were like her little babies. Yeah.
But yeah, I think, and you know what? Yeah, support after pregnancy is next to none. Like, my sister just had a baby, and I feel like I want to be like inside, like, do everything I can all the time, but also I'm reminded how much resting is important. So I try. It's like you want to give them enough space to rest, but also support them. And I'll say, guys, if you know anyone's having a baby, or if you're having a baby, just request food. Bring me from people you trust and love. Cook food for you, bring you food and go. Don't
just make your day-to-day life easier.
Yeah, because it's not easy. Especially if your partner's not a dab hand in the kitchen. If they take a minute to cook.
Yeah.
I think it's so useful. I think it really helps. Because it's just a lot to think about. And I think
it is. And especially if you've got another child that also needs to eat and other kids, right? That's tough, because it's not just thinking about what you're going to eat, it's thinking about what they're going to eat.
Okay, so when we spoke about postpartum and stuff, right? What do you think about like, when you're thinking, okay, cool, you've got a newborn, blah 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 blah, men can't breastfeed, like, what do you think, or
support from my partner would look like? Okay, support from my partner would look like supporting me with the other kids. That's number one. Everything that I do, really, you can cook, you can clean, you know, making sure that, like,
what if they work?
If they're working, then it's a bit more different. But then I think then we need to sit down and have a bit of a plan of how we're going to organise things, right? Because I think especially when a child is early, rest is very important. And one of the things you've got to remember, if you're not well rested, that's going to affect the whole household. That's going to affect your newborn baby, because you're now tired. And now when they're getting cranky, you're annoyed because you're tired. It's going to affect the other kids, because when they're making noise, you're very angry because why are you talking? And they're kids, so they're allowed to talk. And then it just affects the whole, it's going to affect absolutely everything. Yeah. If you can come up with a plan, like, you know, maybe there's specific duties that he'll do. Okay, you might put the washers in, but he will hang them out, or he will iron the uniform for the kids. If you can work out whatever plan works for you and your partner, then I think whatever help is, do you understand? It depends what type of support you need. There might be things that you find easier to do, and things that you find harder, and someone else might find harder and easier. But I think, especially when the baby is first born, you need to not be doing too much, and you're always out your house, and I'm not sure why.
Excuse me, that's not.
Charlene, you're always in Blue Water.
Yeah, I'm
Lakeside.
No, excuse me, guys. Going for lunches is important
for
your mental health.
Yeah, maybe so getting out of the house is...
I'm on maternity leave. I don't have no adult company whilst he's at Lavoie's at work. The kids at school. Everyone's doing something. Being at home with a small baby all day 24/7. There's days where I will stay at home, but honestly, I try to get some adult company. So go to lunches or go to my sister. I try to do things. Because
I suppose when you're at home, on your own, it can just be a bit daunting. But I think rest is one of the major things.
No, I was resting at the start. Do you not remember how much times I didn't answer someone's calls? Look how much time.
Yeah, you didn't. You'll be asking me why am I calling you at 9 a.m. I'm thinking, is this girl mad?
Yeah, because I want to sleep.
So answer phone and
So you're saying rest, but also answer phone?
No, but I'm just saying
No.
that you can communicate.
No. Okay. Why are you looking at me like that?
That's fine.
No, but that's fair, and I would 100% agree with you.
Yeah, rest.
I would definitely think that, you know, as a partner, you know, it's really important, and also,
and especially if they're a first-time dad, right?
Yeah.
It's got it. They're not aware of what it entails. You've got to communicate it and be very direct with what support it is that you want. Because I think a lot of the time, even in friendships, you expect your friend to know. But no, maybe they've not thought of it. Yeah, maybe, 100%. You know, just because your mind would automatically go to that, you're not the same. Everyone is different. And they may not necessarily consider the things that you've considered. Yeah. So I honestly feel like vocalize it, say it. The worst that you'll be told is no, and at least they're aware of it. You've been direct with it. If you're not direct with it, then that's open to so much ambiguity, and you never know whether the person really knew what you wanted or not. Like, it's quiet, but yeah, I would 100% say food.
Torchlight on. I've been wondering what's been in my eyeball.
Oh, really? I didn't even know it was on. I must have put it on by accident.
I've been thinking really like.
Hi.
Sorry. My baby's teething, so I'm asking, where's the teething powder?
Oh, so are you going to tell him?
It's finished.
Oh, so you better get some on your way home, on your walk back.
Not funny. But yeah, no, but honestly, yeah, I think that today we really wanted to talk about things that I feel that are not your controversial, your most popular topics, but things I think every woman is here. Like, our main thing is to let you guys know that it is hard. It's okay to ask for help. And also, you're not the only one. When you've had a baby, your emotions are so high. Let it out.
Gosh.
You're going to cry. You're going to feel emotional. Blues. You're going to be thinking, am I doing enough? Especially breastfeeding, When you stop, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Don't put pressure on yourself. Because it's like,
keep going.
Not everyone can keep going.
Yeah.
By God's grace, I'm lucky that I get really good supply of milk. So I've been able to breastfeed for long times because I just get a good supply. If I did not, I can assure you, I would have stopped, because of it's very distressing for you and the child if they're always crying because they want to be fed, and you're, do you know what I mean?
Faffing around with the boob.
Don't
put that pressure on yourself.
And I think it's really, I thought we should have these conversations more, just like, when you go see a mum and the first thing is, oh, congratulations, obviously, but then it could be like, but Not even how are you, because everyone says fine, but it's just like things like, when was the last time you ate? When was the last time you slept? Yeah. Like, when was the last time you cried? These things that they have to answer directly will really help you to know what space they're in, and then you can try and do what you can to help, because you feel so alone, although you're not alone. Yeah. Because it almost feels like even though your friends got kids, you don't have a kid when I've got a kid. Yeah. Like, as in, you didn't just have baby. So in your mind, you start different places. Like, no one knows what I'm going through. So I think it is important.
Can be a hard time. And definitely, I feel like services can do much more to support. But to be honest, the healthcare crisis that we're going through right now, listen, don't expect anything extra coming anytime soon. Honestly, I think the NHS or even, the government that we have is very they're not very preventative. Yeah. Everything is cure. So once something happens, then we'll deal with it. But until that thing happens, we're not dealing with it.
Of course.
They don't really look at a lot of preventative measures, like preventing things from occurring from early, putting the support in place before it happens. It's just like, when it happens, we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
So it is quite challenging. It is.
But you're not alone.
Yeah. You're not. Alone. And it doesn't get easier, guys. I must be honest. No. Charlene? No. It doesn't get easier, guys.
Did you know what I'm singing?
It doesn't get easier.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Are you listening to what we're saying?
Yeah, but do you know?
Does it get easier?
You've been looking at that the whole...
No, I actually haven't. I've just been looking at your hair thinking, why is your hair coolie? You're definitely white.
No, I washed it.
You're definitely half white.
You're actually annoying. I washed it.
Definitely half white. Because your hair shouldn't look like that.
Like what?
Like that.
I washed it and I put loads of gel.
What's washing it? I wash my hair all the time. No, I'm joking. But it doesn't get easier, guys. Then you have toddlers after newborns.
Which is stressful.
Even more stressful. I think that's the stage I don't like. Give me a baby and I will... I would love that baby. But toddler, wait, stop touching. Get down. No, don't walk. No, I'm not interested. I don't have any time for that. Then when they start getting attitudes and they think they're smart and they start all their connivingness, I'm also not interested. But I'd like to know what it's like to have a girl. What's the hardest challenge with a girl?
What does that mean?
No, it's not happening. The only time, guys, I'd have a girl if it's for insemination. If it's not for insemination, I'm not interested.
Whatever.
So,
the hardest thing about having a girl or child or girl, obviously I've got 4 girls, but obviously my teenagers.
What would you say? Yeah, what would you say is the most difficult thing with girls? What's your most irritating thing, or what's the hardest thing?
They're highly emotional most of the time. So even I'm not emotional, all my kids are emotional. I don't get it in different ways. And
Just
obviously boys. No, Rel's been acting mad emotional recently. I think she's not the youngest anymore.
Oh, is it?
So emotional. Even before I left.
You think she's
She
acting
gave me
out?
like 7 kisses. I was just like, what is going on?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
You've definitely got tissue.
Is it time?
Guys, this is the realest we're gonna get, but
I'm sick, guys. I should have not been recorded today.
I don't know why you get. Yeah, because you decided to be walking the streets.
I had to walk to get here.
Walking the
Because
streets.
there's not a direct bus to get
with
here.
no clothes
and
on.
I didn't want to get on the bus, guys.
So you prefer to walk in the cold?
Well, if it means... Anyway, so I think for me, the biggest challenges I'm facing at the moment is navigating that I'm your mother, I'm not your friend, but I still want you to talk to me. Because she's a teenager. She's obviously very pretty. There's going to be, you know, it's that age where...
Someone asked me, like, oh, would you allow Makai to date Ty? It's like, hell no. They was like, why not? I would be going for her. Like, oh, why doesn't Makai talk to Ty? I was like, no.
That is weird.
That's
And
just...
I would be like...
But I was like, if it's like family settings, like we've gone to grannies and all the cousins and stuff are there, they'd probably talk them, but no. If we was in a family setting and Makai just got up and started talking to Ty, I'm like, hello, what are you doing?
Sit down.
Move from...
yeah, no, it's hard because obviously I don't want to... I want her to face the real world and make her own decisions, but I feel like I'm also a big fan of your child for a reason. So I'm there to... The reason why you're not parentless is because I'm there to advise you and guide you. And, you know, I can't stop her from making certain mistakes or whatever, but I can at least try my best to put her in the best position to make better decisions. And that comes down to, like, her friend choices, Even today, you know what she asked me?
What?
Can I go carnival?
How old is she?
I said to her...
Wait. How old is she?
She's 14.
Yeah, you was in carnival at 14.
No, yeah, with my parents, with family.
No, you wasn't.
Yes.
Charlene, how old was we when we went to our first?
10, we went to our first. No, it was in year 11. It was year 11. It was year 11.
When you wore what? And I wore white and red.
And I wore what?
What did you wear?
I didn't go with you guys, remember? When you went with all you wrote stuff on your backs.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go. No, I went with my family.
Oh, sorry.
Carnival's a family affair, guys. So you goes up and down the streets with girl. Anyway, no. I said to Ty though, I was just like, look, before you... She also asked me to go wireless. I said...
Wireless?
Shaneka, please. Listen, this child...
14? Are you even allowed at 14?
I said to her, before you come and ask me to go places, first of all, go and find out how old you got to be there. And then also...
You got it. This is getting silly. Charlene.
Guys, I'm sick.
No, you need to do it. No. Oh, Mike.
Is it gone?
Oh, yeah. Labs, come and collect your... Come and collect her. Yes, it's gone. Look at the chair, bro. This is all you.
Guys, my nose is red. All my makeup off, my nose is gone. Sorry. Look, you know, this is the dedication I have for you guys.
This is dedication. This is real love.
And I was just like to her, look, before you come and ask me something, go and research it. Go and find out where it is, how you'll get there, and what age it is. I was like, I'm gonna start judging you. I was like, are you asking me to go places because your friends are going somewhere, or do you really want to go to that place? Because if you really want to be in certain places, I want to know why. Why do you want to be in that type of environment? Because what has sent you there? What has told you that's where you should be? We can go as a family on a Sunday, but why? But what makes you think you can get to Notting Hill by yourself?
And what did she say?
She was like, I thought it was in Mountsaw Park. I said, that's People's Day, babe. Do you see kids? They just follow.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is just that line, because it's like, yes, talks, and by God's grace, she does, you know, talk to me about most things, and I thought we do have a good relationship. However, it's that like, it's also that you're not my friend though. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. I know people that, you know, their daughter, their daughter, same age as my daughter, has a boyfriend, right? And the boyfriend will go to the house and stuff. Okay.
Sorry? At 14?
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
For me...
No, you're lying.
For me...
You're lying.
I'm telling you what I'm telling you. All my stories are true. All the people are true. I just don't say names, okay? For me, I just feel like I get this whole thing where we want to be like... you want your child to tell you things, da-da-da-da-da. They're going to do it anyway. No. They do it anyway is based on them as a person. Some people just don't want to. Today, my youngest daughter was like, I really want a sister, right? She was like, I really want to be an auntie. Then she said, Ty, how can I have a child? You know what Ty said? God forbid I'm too young. I said, thank you, Jesus. God forbid it until you're of that. Because this is the, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not about what they're going to do anyway. It's how
But why does she want to be an auntie if she's got a younger sister?
Because she said one of her school friends have become an auntie. All of a sudden now she wants to be an auntie. But I was like...
That's so impressionable.
Honestly. I was just like, how you raise them is going to determine what they want to do and when they want to do it.
Yeah.
And also, I know that not peer pressure, I know that primary socialization
it's different.
is real. And second, so I know that, your friends are going to influence what you do. So it is me. But for me, it's wanting to make sure that you make sure you're like, be a follower, not a leader. Do the things. My dad said it to me one time many years ago, and I said, what did I say? Be a
follower, not a leader. Gosh, here we go.
Yeah, that way. And I just feel like it's really difficult navigating that. But I'm hoping that she will make mistakes, and sometimes she will make wrong decisions. That's fine. But it's that when you tell me the truth, know that you will be. If punishment is necessary, you will be punished. Yeah. Do not think that because you volunteered the truth that it means you're going to get away with it. Sorry, no. There's still consequence. Yeah. But it's just not going to be as harsh as if you lied. Yeah. And I think having a female child is just navigating that, whole that you are beautiful. Guys are going to talk to you at some point. You are going to talk to guys at some point.
I think that's very important.
You have to ask her. I was like, do you want a boyfriend? Because all your friends do. And she was like, no. I was like, do you feel like you need one right now? She was like, it would be nice to talk to a guy, but I don't need it. And I was like, what makes you think it would be nice? She was like, it's just something different. But I can have that conversation with you. Wow. Yeah, she's very honest and real, but she also acknowledged that I don't need a boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend. But she just doesn't have male friends because she goes to an all-girls school, right?
Okay. Quite similarly, actually. So, I don't think he talks to girls.
Does he go to a boys' school?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. It's definitely an all-boys school, but I know all his friends are very extra.
So what's the most difficult thing for you? The fighting. He'd be banging up kids. Oh, my God.
The fighting is one thing, but I think it's different in all of them, right? Because they're all... Okay, in him, he's me. He's my twin. Okay. He doesn't speak. Okay. So sometimes it can be quite difficult to extract information. Right. Not even just what he's up to, but just like where his head's at, what he's thinking. He internalizes a lot of things. So if there's an opportunity for me to get something out, or he tries to tell me something in a roundabout way, I kind of need to act on that. I suppose with any young boy, like, your fear is that they fall into the wrong crowd, they have the wrong friends. I will definitely say that. I'm not saying that, if you move out of London, your kids are going to be saints. But I can definitely say that I believe it's had a good impact on his environment. Like, as much as you have like young black boys in Kent, you're not lit. Like, you're not about it. They're nothing like the young black boys that we had in London. Like, the environment is not even 50% as intense as what we grew up in. Yeah. Like, it's very interesting to see how they think they're bad. Like, they actually think they're bad, and you're just looking, thinking, bro, you don't even know the half of it. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, I suppose that's the biggest fear, right? Falling into the wrong crowd. And I think because he's quite small in stature for his age, the fear is that, like, sometimes I feel like he feels like he needs to overcompensate to make up for it. Yeah. So he can be quite mouthy. Even though at home he'll be very quiet. I know, like, when I hear him on the game with his friends, he's the one that's always talking. He's the loudest mouth. He's always drawing people out. Like, oh, look at your shoes, though. Or he's always got something to say. And I'm thinking, you're overcompensating. Like, it's probably his character behind the scenes and why I say he's very much like me.
Yeah.
If you meet me on a normal day, I might not have much to say. But if you know me, then you know that, no, Shaneka's always talking. She can't keep quiet.
Too much to say. The other day I was going for a nice family stroll, nice walk, enjoying the sun. This girl called me, I thought it'd be a quick 2 minutes. 20 minutes later, I was just like, okay, bye, girl. She's like, yeah, did I tell you this? I was thinking, she's not going to stop.
So why didn't you say, hi, I need to be going?
I tried.
No,
a
you
number
didn't.
of times.
You're...
A number of times, I was like, yeah, okay. He's like, oh, wait. I was thinking.
No, you're such a faker.
She was going for it, guys. She chatted to me.
But I suppose that, and also, like, you touched on, like, them being leaders and not followers. It's difficult with boys. So I feel like the way they do it is a bit different. Yeah. You know, boys are very, and they're not so, you know, girls will want to, but in fact, even his friendship group, they're on the phone all the time. And I'm thinking, do boys talk that much? Like, they will do like a group call.
Yeah, I think these days, this is just what we're fake. This is all they have. Because they're not going out. Remember, we was going out to play.
Yeah.
I was playing 40
he
home,
rarely asks
down Ginger.
to go out. Does Ty go out a lot?
No.
Does she ask to go out a lot?
No.
Shane, we were out all the time.
I know.
Like, every day.
I feel like the roads were safer. No.
But do they know that the road's not safer, or what is
not,
it?
But I think because social media...
You think it takes up a lot of their time? Yeah, probably.
It's a good question, actually.
Because it's once in a while... What?
When do you think is the right age for children to have social media? Does Makai have Instagram or Snapchat?
He has both.
Yeah.
He does. I don't know.
Do you monitor
exact age?
Or you kind of just let him get on with it?
To be honest, I've flicked on there a few times.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have me on his socials, but he has Cherry on all his socials. So if Cherry sees something that's alarming...
Does he have Snapchat?
He has Snapchat. He has TikTok. He has Instagram.
Yeah.
If Cherry sees something that's alarming, like on his TikTok, she'll send it to me straight away and be like, yo, this is Makai's doing da-da-da. And then I'll be like, hi. Then I'll speak to him about it or whatever it is. Snapchat, yeah, randomly I'll take his phone and have a browse. Yeah. But to be honest, there's nothing that I've seen that's like...
The thing is, I hate Snap. Ty's just recently been allowed TikTok back, but she doesn't have anything else. She's been begging me for years. But I think for a girl, it's a bit different. Because for me with Snapchat, I don't like the idea that I can't monitor it at all because everything deletes. Yeah. So for me, I think just with a girl, I think I'm a little bit more conscious because I just feel like, nah. But then also, it's based on a child. I feel like I know my daughter and I know me already for that, and I just feel like you're not ready. Just based on how she is and how emotional she is, if someone wrote something rude under one of her comments, she wouldn't know how to deal with that. So I feel like you've built a thick enough skin to be like, I don't care. Yeah. And to be honest, she's getting there. And I think now it's more of like when academically it makes sense rather than before it was more like a maturity level. Yeah. Now it's more like when you're behaving 100% in school, then you can have that back. Yeah. But that's Instagram where I can monitor your followers and stuff. But
I very frequently, Makai he's not the most.
He's not on there best. He's how be on there all the time. Also.
No, I think he spends a lot of time on TikTok, 100%. But in terms of the other apps, I don't think it's as much. The times I've gone on, not really seen too much. Even like on Snapchat, you can see.
Look at this girl asking me to send her money for.
Oh, money is a casual thing. What did I do for him the other day? Oh, I made him do some of my online e-learnings for me because I couldn't be asked to do them.
You'll be saying that one.
And I said I'll pay him, like, it was a long course and I weren't on it. I'd done it like a few months ago, so I was like, I don't need to do it again, but they do these formalities. And I said I'll pay him £5 per course because it was a long course. He came running me down for £10. Like, I'm just like, bro,
I paid Ty to do the girl's hair. So I give her £10 each for each of their hair, right? To wash, blow, dry, and plait. Listen, the way this girl is so eager to do their hair now. Yeah, I'm because thinking, I have no money, so do it for free. Or do it for But I feel like, do you know what? I feel like we need to do another podcast, a more detailed one.
Yeah, on like parenting. Raising.
It's really difficult, and I think obviously we've got teenagers and
younger kids as well. Their development
how
is
they relate
also
with their other siblings as well. I think there's just so much that we could talk
boys
about.
are always fighting. I'm tired. If anyone wants 3, I have them for you. No, the fighting is too much. It's actually a lot.
Mine's not physical fights, but the arguing.
I think I prefer that.
No, you don't. Because of the
and
it's too
the
much.
eldest
And
is
they're
actually
really
the most
rude.
immature.
It's the arguing and it's the rudeness. I'm hearing people like they're very rude. Like
what? Like shut up.
Actually, like shut up. Look at your head. Look how you sit. Like cussing. Like it's really intense. I'm just like I can't manage. I actually can't manage. I'm just sitting there thinking, what is going on?
No, the boys it's punching. Like he just punched me for no reason. I'm like, why did you do that? Well, he said something.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with boys. Even when I was at my sister's and I'm watching it, I went there. Her son was darting up at his He's one. Dot.
No, you're lying.
I was thinking, yeah, I've got a headache watching you. I was like, I don't know, there's something different about boy mums. And I think God does it all. Because I don't have that patience. No, he does, because you have the patience.
No, I
don't have the patience.
I don't have the patience
to be running
now.
for no reason. I'm hearing boom.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and can you imagine when you're downstairs and they're upstairs and all you can hear is boom, 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 boom.
My tissue.
Yeah, all over the place. You're dirty. Infected.
Listen,
tissue.
guys, I feel like we started one way, went that way, but like we said, sometimes we feel like we're just coming to chat because it's their voice, their story.
Yeah.
And like I always say, it's just a part of us telling you our story, our journey, and I think the most important thing that I would want them to take away from today is check in on your mums, guys. Check in on your mums. Not your mums, so check in on mum. People that you know that have, check in on your mums too. But I mean, people that you know that have just had kids or recently had children, please check in on them.
Yeah.
And not just hi, how are you, but physically try to be available. Yeah. Whether it's, I'm coming for 2 hours today so you can sleep. Not let's go for lunch because that's making her be active.
Yeah.
Try to just, I'm bringing you some food. You don't have to host me. I'm just coming to drop and go.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
Yeah, you don't have to host me.
You don't know how good it will be.
This one always asking to be hosted.
So you don't know how good it will be. Just and how helpful it will be. Yeah. And I think so my first thing will be that. My second thing will be for the mums that have just had babies, I think talk to whoever you can with whatever you're going through. Or just even if you're having a crying moment, it's okay. But I think don't internalize it. Because I think it makes you think you're alone and that makes you think it can be worse.
Try and have someone, identify someone. It might not be everyone, but someone that you can talk to and share, what you're going through. Hopefully the person will receive it in the correct way and they'll be able to encourage and support you, but definitely don't close yourself off.
And what would you want to take
away? My takeaway...
what you want to take away?
For today would be try and do something for you. It's difficult, especially when you've had a new baby. Like there's little things that can help you to feel better. Try and do one, even if it's one thing, even if it's doing your hair, going to do your nails, going for a massage. Do something for you. Self-care is absolutely paramount. Like it should be a part of your weekly routine. You should have a one day where it's self-care and it's for you. It's vital for your mental health and your well-being. So try and do something for you often and very regular. And again, just to re-emphasize, like actually seek support. Don't expect people to just support you. Sometimes people don't know the support that you need. So actually actively seek support and ask for help. You will never know that you can be helped if you don't ask. I regularly ask my friends, hi, I'd like to go and eat. Can you take me here? And they say yes. So ask, you never know what you might get.
There you go, guys. There you have it. So sadly, we come to an end. I feel like I'm not ready to finish.
I know.
Do we talk too much?
We do, Charlene. No, we do. Well, you do.
I do talk too much.
I chip in here and there.
You talk a lot. You talk a lot. I just talk a lot. So if two people talk a lot, you kind of be like, I'll let her have it. But we talk. We both. That's why we keep on the phone for hours because we both like to chat.
No, you like to chat more.
On the phone, you're definitely leading that.
No.
Oh my gosh, Shaneka, you on the phone. I see your name, I start thinking, okay, what do I got to do? Because how much time do I have spare? When I see your name, I think, what time do I have spare? Because I know that it's possible we're gonna be on Facebook for a long time.
Yeah, maybe.
That is cute. I like that you like to talk to me. The cornrows, big.
This girl, I'm joking.
They're not really. They're smart. I'm coming to my hair. That's
no. What should I do to you?
What time am I coming to my hair?
I'm giving you big cameras.
No, you're not.
No,
What time am I
I
coming?
am.
Oh, wait, this time I'm coming my hair, by the way, because I'm not washing it again.
No, you are.
I'm washing it
Okay,
again.
then go to the hairdressers.
Wait.
Yep. So, guys, we have been.
Why not wash it again? Make it make sense.
But look at the gel that I can see in your hair. So you think that you're
okay? I'll rinse this part.
No, you'll wash all that dirty gel out your hair.
So
wait, guys. So wait, you want to put cameras with gel in your hair?
I'll wash this. I'll part here and wash this part off.
So is that the only place that you put gel?
Yes.
Such a tramp. Just wash your hair.
Anyway, guys, we've been there for a story. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yes, guys.
We love you as always.
Yeah.
We're loving. Literally, no one subscribe. It's so bless you guys. They're really going up.
Yeah, they are. Guys, we're gonna do a giveaway soon.
At 200.
Don't worry, it's gonna be something very amazing.
Subscribers.
So stay tuned. Check out if you have friends, family that are not following us. Get them to like, comment, subscribe, and
we've got
follow.
lots of fun stuff coming up for you guys.
Yes, we
so
do. A lot of content, a lot of discussions. We've got some great people coming onto the pod.
Some business people.
Yeah.
Business gurus.
There's a lot coming. So
in for you guys.
stay tuned, babies. Stay tuned.